Hello everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Ukila Prince and I'm anchoring the event show today. And I'm glad to announce to you that we'll be discussing on the Brampton Rising Stars Talent Hunt show that took place in the city of Brampton. And for season 1, we had an awesome time, and we'll be glad to let you in on one or two things today. And I'm glad to have no less a person in the studio with me than the executive producer herself. Excellency, Reverend Blessing Ajayi. Reverend, how are you doing?
Thank you so much.
You're looking younger every day.
I'm so blessed. That's the Lord's doing.
You look like plenty of enjoyment, man.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me start by saying congratulations on the successful conclusion of Brampton Rising Stars.
Thank you.
That was an amazing event. So tell me, what inspired you to create this Talent Hunt show?
Wow. I just want to first of all give glory to God, because Brampton Rising Star is like a vision. It's a pregnancy that is nurtured, and finally at last
it was delivered.
It was delivered, and not just delivering to become any baby, a bouncing baby.
It was delivered
that brought a community diversity inclusion together.
My God.
So I'm very, very grateful for the inspiration and the impact of Brampton Rising Stars. And for every team that work with us, in everything, there are pillars in the making, right? I couldn't have any way do it alone. I couldn't in any way. God is the center of it all, and He put the wonderful people together. I would say that Brampton Rising Star have a great, talented, professional people that God has brought together to make it happen. That's one of the inspiration that helps me to really drive, the move of that initiative.
Wow. Now, I would love you to walk us through the production process, from the auditions to the finals. So let us also know some of the challenges you face. Tell us.
Wow. It's something that some will say that, why do you do all these things? Right? But like there's a saying that when there is a move, you want to follow it until the end.
I hear you.
Yeah. So, yeah. The beginning actually is not something that is very easy, especially an initiative that is just born. You want to test it and see how it works. And in fact, at a point we discovered that we did not even plan before we jump in at that point, you know, but it looked very hopeful, very something that was going to be impactful. So at that point, we didn't have enough time, but we agree with the team that we were going to drive it and see.
Now, through the auditions, you know, I want you to walk us through the auditions to the finals. So you had there were levels of auditions that went through before the finals. So what were these auditions, the days possibly if you can, and then the process before we got to the
process.
final.
Okay, sorry. Actually, I was coming to the process. Before the audition, there was a process.
Okay.
The process is for us how to be able to, you know, get the talent. Get awareness to the talent, and then making possible making the possibility for the talent to notice that something is coming up, is happening for them to participate.
That's right.
That's one of the hardest places because nobody wants to get into something they are not sure.
They're not too sure,
especially at the level that we're operating. The thing just came up, palm. We are not very visible in social media. We have not opened anything that has not been said about it before. It just came and we went to that level. So, but with the initiative of social media, you know, doing all this systematic way of getting into the people, both in the community, we're able to visit some local arts organization, you know, and make some publication the way we knew possible. We're able to get at least 50 contestants, 53. 53. Yeah, 53 contestants. Don't ask me how they came.
Now, these 53 contestants were the ones selected from those who actually submitted, right? And the ones that were invited to the first, is it pre-audition?
No, so what happened is that, first of all, when we advertised the program, then our ask was that they should send their video recording for their songs. And from there, we're able to select 50 out of them.
53.
53 out of them, and 53 now came to audition. Then the auditioning, the first one took place on August 7th, the second one August 14th, and then the finale was August 24th.
You made mention of pre-audition before on the second, right?
Yes.
Also,
on the second, 7th, and the 4th.
Okay.
And the 14th. And the 14th.
That's right.
And then followed by the 21st. That's the final.
Grand finale.
The finale of the event.
So tell me, what were there challenges all through, you know, getting from the auditions to the finals? Before you answer that, you know, you have created something that looked like some people would have said, okay, maybe that was the first audition, but this is really season 1. So a year before last or so, you created something in this light for some youths to be able to make sure that you get the ground, you know, running for what actually came up to the, you know, this year in 2024. So some of those experiences. Now, can you just in a few seconds, you know, just about a minute, you know, drive from that 2023, and then let me know some of the challenges you faced from the auditions to the finals.
So some of the challenges is actually getting people to come into participation, and remember, with the cap of the age that we have. You know, it work with the parents, and also working the children to understand, because I see some of them. We say, oh, if my child will accept, all depends on the child. And we're like, okay, bring your child. If your child is good at this, bring them to understand that this is what is doing and participating, right? Not parents just giving up and say, oh, my child would not like it, though maybe she's shy or not that. So some of the limitation are the ability to make the children, the youth, you know, to have passion by initiating themselves to participate on an event, and also going through the auditioning and the processes of selection. Not everybody are committed to do that. You know, it takes a lot from the parents, you know, to commit their children and also get involved, because they are underage, some of them. So it comes with a lot of discipline, sacrifice. You know, those who really want their children to participate and develop their talent. And I want to applaud most of the parents. They work very hard to see that their children were all through the 3 audition, even on the selection, everything, you know, and that made it possible for their children to be one of them.
Okay, so that's good.
And then we were talking about the event that we did for 2023. So actually that was it wasn't directly in this form, but through that initiative I was able to know that we can come up with something like this, and getting more of them involved, because it's something not too common in our system. You know, it's something very different of what others are doing. And I see that 2023 we actually come up with initiative of cultural what will I say, heritage, you know, showcasing. And I saw that the youth were very interested, the children, you know, having been exposed to bring their cultural attire display representing their different culture and community. You know, it was very exciting for them, and you know, they came up with a glowing and a very beautiful star. And some of them confess that, oh, they love it. It has made them to be empowered, you know, to discover their origin, their culture and all that. So through that, I'm like, wow. This, you know, because through that they do dancing, participation, arts and all that. And okay, wow, this is something, we want to go to something very different than to what other people are doing. And we are so blessed that people actually really grade us.
Okay. I would possibly. Okay, let me say that snowballed into, you know, the level that, you know, Brampton Rising Star took this year now. Now, I'll also ask you one or two things later in that respect, so to see about the future plan and all that. But first and foremost, I want you to talk to me. How were you able to select the judges, and what did these judges use to evaluate the contestants?
Wow. I would say that our judges, God just blessed us with a competent and experienced judge. In fact, I was so blessed to have them in submitting their time and their services in the way that they did. You know, so they are very competent, and they knew what they were looking for. Almost all of them have already participated in that part of competition. So it's not a new thing to them. It makes it very easy for us, you know, identifying even up to the selection of the winners. You know, like, I know that they are competent, and we actually believe that they did a very great job, because they were experienced in all round, and they have been part of such program before. Wow,
that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, now there is aspect of the community engagement. I would love to hear you say something on this, because the aura in that theater was amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you engage with the Brampton community throughout the show, and what feedback did you receive?
Anyway, first of all, I want always everybody know I'm proud of my community, my city, especially the city of Brampton.
Oh my.
And I want to use this opportunity to thank the mayor of Brampton, Patrick Brown, not just him, the councils of the city council, city of Brampton, especially, you know, our patron. You know, I want to mention Bra, the councillor of Bra, which is the councillor of our ward in the Brampton West. Also, I want to mention Rod Power, Councillor Rod Power. God bless you all. You know, these are our driving force. I will tell you. If you don't have people that work with you, it's like you're just standing alone. They made us not to stand alone. Even while we wanted to introduce, first of all, the launching. I want us to start from there. The launching of Brampton Rising Star was awesome. Our mayor and other councillors specially came to our location to celebrate with us, launching Brampton Rising Star. Not only that, they gave us the opportunity to announce it at the city council meeting, where everybody, oh my God, I want to thank you for this, and I can see why our love, my love and the love of our services so, you know, engraved to our community. You know, so that's one of them. So the engagement was amazing. Even giving us being able to give us the location in the city of Brampton for our audition for free. I cannot thank the city of Brampton enough for that privilege.
Right.
That makes people to see. We don't need to say it, already heard it.
3 auditions held.
3 auditions
at
held
the Conservatory
at the Conservatory City of Brampton. That was awesome.
That's
It
amazing.
announces it. In fact, being the father, though we took a sacrifice to make sure that we took it to the Rose Theatre, you know, it's still part of the city of Brampton, where everything was made known, you know, like that. So I want to say that it was a diverse kind of participation. People from different community, culture, diverse construct.
Have you been getting feedbacks?
More than 100 feedback. In fact, I don't even need to ask. When they see me, I say, oh, you are the one that did it.
What are the people? Oh, really?
Did the Brampton Rising Star. We heard about the Brampton Rising Stars. You know, so, but the thing is that by the time they heard it, it is done. God, there was no long time waiting for them to know. That is because we started it. But I tell you, the next coming one, it will be a blowout.
My goodness.
So, the feedback was awesome, was great. In fact, at the hall that day, I couldn't even believe it. In fact, when I saw what happened at the city hall, the crowd, and oh my God, it humbles me. And I want to give God the glory and thank my community for encouraging us. And also, I will not forget to say that the sacrifice we also made is to open the event and make it private. We made it free of ticket. Don't ask me, the cost was too high. But because of the love we have for our community, and at that point, not because we have sponsors, we don't, but we still went ahead because we want to bring the traffic to the city of Brampton, and indeed it works.
Wow.
Although it was a very hard one.
It was a hard one, right?
But you know, after finishing an event, there's nothing coming in. Rather, you spend and spend and, you know.
To declare over 845 or 45 years tickets free. I think that was an amazing.
Yes,
amazing
and I want to thank those who supported, those who say, no, I'm going to help you no matter how whatever it is, how small, we appreciate you all. Thank you.
So now tell us, what role do you think Brampton Rising Stars will play in promoting cultural diversity and inclusivity in the city?
Wow. You know, it's already is a significant already. Our community embraces that, and I know that Brampton Rising Star now is going to bring everybody together. You know, bringing everybody together, giving them that inclusion in a way that I always say that this event is ours. Yeah. It just came through our direction, which is the Black Community Canada TV, but it's our event. And if everyone participates, not just Brampton West, all the ridings in the city, in the city of Brampton, you know. And do you know one thing? Let me tell you.
Tell me.
It did not only, you know, bring that diverse in Brampton alone. Remember, even the premier, Doc Ford, you know, was aware of it. He brought us certification and later greetings in the city of Brampton. All the influential political influencers, you know, we had greeting letters from almost all the riding, all the province, all the cities, city of Mississauga, Scarborough, Milton, you know, Caledon, all those cities, they send us greetings.
That's right.
And they were so happy. Some of them came down to the event, to greet that event. That's one good thing about it. Wow. We invited them that they should come and celebrate with the city of Brampton and the people of our community for this great art that we are going to put. And that
was amazing.
We saw actually the result by channeling the attention of the people to the city of Brampton. Okay. Right? So
Reverend, we're going on a little break, so we'll be right back.
I don't want to go
I know you have
break.
So much to say.
I don't want to go for a break, no. Anyway,
ladies and gentlemen, we have to go on break, man. We have some bills to pay. Hello, Brampton!
In the month of July and August, Brampton Rising Stars took center stage in the city of Brampton.
This is the road to Brampton Rising Stars.
about one of the biggest events in Brampton.
I try my best, at least, to kind of promote Brampton Rising Stars.
Don't think it's so hard to say that loud.
I'm a little boy, man, my body responds. Moving your face with that grace. My cloud in his space, I erase. I'm in chains, you're in chains too. I wear uniforms and you wear uniforms too.
They haunt me from my past. As the stars they begin to gather, and the light begins to fade, and all hope begins to shatter. Know that I won't be afraid.
This is Brampton Rising Stars. This event was brought to you by Black Community Canada Television and powered by GWAR Studios. Special thanks to our executive producer and president of GWAR, Her Excellency, Reverend Blessing Ajayi.
All right, welcome back. This is the events on your network, the BCCTV, Black Community Canada TV, and I am your host for today. Ukila Prince is my name. I have the CEO of the Brampton of the Black Community Canada TV and the executive producer herself for Brampton Rising Stars, Reverend Blessing Ajayi. You know she's giving you my.
It's a pleasure. I'm humble.
Okay, Rev. Now, we tell us about how you felt when you saw the winners declared that day in that event, the JDL Triple Arts, being the winners for Brampton Rising Stars. Tell us.
Okay, so I don't want to cry, but I want to say,
please don't.
I want to say something very inspirational, and that was the brain behind everything that we did. You know, growing up, I'm a very strong person that I have a vision when I am very young, very, very young. In my mother's womb, I have a vision of the world already. That's the kind of person I have.
That's a serious one.
You understand? So, having been 12 years and been in business, you know, it's not that I'm less privileged. No, but because of the initiative I have on my head, I always master plans. So that's the way I grew up. So while I was in school, I don't grow up like ordinary child because I was taking responsibility, helping my siblings, my step siblings in their to help them through. You know, at a certain point, which is another story entirely. You know, so growing up without having that privilege of enjoying those processes as a young kids, you know, it touches me. I started it from my children, making sure that what I did not enjoy while growing up, because I grew matured when I was very young, having those processes, I told myself that my children will not go through that. They will enjoy every stages while I watch them, like my parents watches me, being able to provide what they need for that. So the same thing also when I see kids participating and enjoying their useful age, displaying their talent. I would say I display my talent by being very industrious, being very very industrious and productive at a young age, productive. So I want these children, especially through the audition, I know that through that time when I see them sing, I shed tears. You understand? Because having seen the talent of young people in that manner, and that's why I encourage parents to really discover the passion and the talent of their children. It's a blessing to see.
That's right.
So what will I say? I was so impressed. I was so
you were elated.
I was so lifted. I was so fulfilled because that's one of what I want to give to the community.
Wow.
So having been able to create a platform where I see and I watch these children perform in that manner on the theater. Oh my God. I was just like any other person, amazing. Well, in the sense that that's what God said to be. So bringing it to manifestation at that point, seeing all the team members playing their roles, seeing the crowd, that was just the beginning, because what God told me is going to be more than that.
Wow.
Right? But that's just it. But seeing it coming to fruit on is something
amazing.
that I am humbled.
Wow.
I am humbled, to be honest.
Now tell us, what's the future plan for Brampton Rising Stars? Are you planning for more contestants? Are we planning for moving to other cities? Now this edition had about 4 different genres of performances. Are you looking at it expanding to different genres of acts and all that? So some people are into acting and all. So tell us, so what's the next picture we're looking at?
Anyway, I would like to start that for anything I do is divine direction. Just like the Brampton Rising Star himself is a divine direction, right? So I know that God has a very wide and bigger dream for Brampton Rising Star, even as much as I have already seen where it's going. But I see that it's going to be, it's going to be a community-wise event. And even in Brampton, it's our home event, so I don't want us to misunderstand that. Brampton is our home event. It will continue to be a hub of this talent show. I'm telling you, Brampton is going to continue to be a hub that will attract the attention of other communities to come down, and probably to be in a form that even other community leaders will be asking for us to do the same thing in their own community. But before then, we are going to make Brampton the hub center. The hub center to attract every other city, making sure that every other city identify that something is happening in the city of Brampton, so and in the Rose Theater in that matter. And I know that the next one, Rose Theater, will not be able to contain. That is why I am calling upon those who want to be a partner into this program. That's right. So that we want to jam this Rose Theater in the sense that even the floor will not contain people. Yes, that's what I want to see. And not only that, making it a free event for everybody.
Wow.
Free event for everybody.
Wow.
That City of Brampton will look up to this show. In fact, like we said, City of Brampton are still going to be the one to fix the date of this event. It is the heart of the community where it collects everyone, all religions coming together in celebrating all community, diversity for everybody right in the city of Brampton. You understand? Where the glory of God will be celebrated.
Now, tell me, that's a great one, and I'm sure that it can only get better and bigger.
Yeah.
Right. So now, I want you to just let us in on how you will continue to support the past contestants and winners in their careers.
Okay, of course, you know that we are spiritually, emotionally ready. Why am I saying that? Because before we kick up Brampton Rising Stars, suddenly we had a direction of opening a recording studio. We have a recording studio, well-equipped recording studios, which is going to be a very great asset and impact to the contestants. Meaning that after Brampton Rising Star show, our winners can be managed by us. You know, having a platform like our studio and our TV station where we're going to showcase them and also mentor, train them, and you know, build up that talent in a way that we bring them to light. So we have a great sound engineer that will help us to nurture them. We have talent management also and the system. So meaning that after Brampton Rising Stars, they have the platform to be able to manage our talent and also bring them to their limelight.
All right, so that's great. So partly what it doesn't just end with the show.
It doesn't end with the show.
It means that there is also a management deal.
Management deal for them. Exactly.
So that's great. So peradventure, someone you want to any of those contestants to be able to grace your events and all that, so you can also reach the black.
Reach out to. Actually, we are managing talent. Even right now, people reach out to us for the talent that they need. So that we'll be able to reach out and then connect them to the right people. Okay. It's going to be it's on another side of the show.
That's right.
All right. That's so right. I didn't know that until when I saw it. You know.
Okay. So let me ask you this possibly on the final note. So what's been your most memorable moment from this season, and what lessons have you learned as the executive producer?
I break down again. Trust me, it's a lot of lessons. But like I said, because I did not start with man, because I did not come to it because of the gain and benefit, but because I walk into it due to divine leading and direction. You know, it make it easy for me to rest upon who has sent me, which is the Almighty God that gave me that inspiration and the passion to move. So I will say that one of the challenges is, you know, being able to manage people, manage emotions, manage people generally, you know, getting them involved, walking through the processes. It takes everything out of you. It takes your money, especially in the area of where you don't have sponsors and people supporting. If I'm calling on people, they don't even believe what you're doing. So it's like you're calling and they are not answering. So, and then you have to put everything monetary. It sounds stupid sometimes, but when God leads, you obey. And that obedience comes with sacrifice, which I think God gave me that grace. I won't lie to you. So what I will call is that to help is that for those who can support partner to make it easy, so that we help these young people, like the prizes, you know, and all the opportunity we gave. We went ahead at going to Rose Theater. We could have just done it in a hall, but no, we want to make it. And do you know that the day we did reception for them, they were very happy that they have been dreaming of performing at the Rose Theater. That their dream came true. And that alone melted me. It doesn't matter, even if we have some bills to settle after the show, you know, that alone is a joy to me. That we were able to bring people dream to come through as they confess is an amazing thing. So these things is something that if we all put hands together and help companies, you know, organization, corporation, individuals, people, it's nothing to. It's something that can be achievable. That it will not be a weight on just people like us. Just because we saw the vision does not mean that we have to.
It's a community event.
It's a community event.
So in other words, establishment. It means that the next edition plans are already on for establishments to have great sponsors and partners to make it far bigger than what was experienced.
Yes, another thing I want to say that another thing is to make it far bigger. Another thing is for people to be acceptive of it and respond to support and help. You know, I see that
personally, you know, nobody wants to support what they have, what is not viable, what is not making sense. So right now, Brampton Rising Star is already a brand.
I hope so. I want to make this thing clear. I want to hope so that people don't want to support what they don't see, but now they saw it, that they have to. This is a community thing. So if you know you can support, you can partner, you go ahead. Let's help the less privileged, those who are unable to afford. That's actually why I said that they should make it open for everybody to come. Right? I am not doing that because I have. I don't even have. But the joy.
You have, Reverend. So thank you so much. It's nice having you today.
Out of love of our community.
Thank you so much.
So I want to tell each and every one of you to also give for love. Let's write these things.
Thank you,
Be a partner,
Reverend.
be a sponsor, and let's make Brampton a city.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. It's nice having you at the event. And